You want to get the quick rundown on the FTX trading site crash? I can give you the basics in just a few moments. FTX was an online trading site where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. to try and get rich. Wait. Don't click away just yet. This is not a crypto story. This is way bigger, and people are going to be talking about it for weeks, maybe years. If you listen to this for another few minutes, you're going to be way smarter than your friends. Sam Bankman-Fried was a no one. Then he became a billionaire almost overnight. He launched a site called FTX. It allowed people to send in real money like US dollars to buy and trade alternative currencies. Now, in April 25th, 2019, Joe Biden announces his presidential campaign. 13 days later, on May 8th, Sam Bankman-Fried launches FTX. Now, the exchange is magically an overnight success. SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, becomes the biggest donor to Biden. Sam is the son of Barbara Fried, the co-founder of political fundraising organizations like Mind the Gap and Get Out the Vote. Now, Gabe Bankman-Fried, that's his brother, is founder of Guarding Against Pandemics. He was also a legislative correspondent for U.S. House of Representatives and advisor to large political donors for the Democrat Party. Linda Fried, his aunt, is a World Economic Forum, the WEF. She's a member on the Global Agenda Council. Joseph Bankman, that's his father, a Stanford professor who has lobbied on behalf of hedge fund managers before Congress. The FTX head of ventures and commercial, Amy Wu, she started at the Clinton Foundation several years ago. Nishad Singh, the FTX director of engineering, has spent over $8 million for Democrat candidates. And Obama's Commodity and Futures Trading Commissioner, Mark Wetchen, was the head of FTX policy and regulation. To say this company was a little connected might be an understatement. So this company lasted for about 2 years, give or take, blah, blah, blah. It was a Ponzi scheme, a total scam. They invented a currency called the FTT, and they used that to inflate their books and make them look like they had billions of dollars in assets. They didn't. But like all Ponzi schemes, it looked like they had unlocked the secret to making money, where no one else could. Everything he touched turned to money, and he gave a ton of money away. He wanted to be the world's greatest philanthropist. Turns out, philanthropy was just giving money to Democrats. He funded about $50 million directly to Democrat election campaigns. $50 million is how much they can trace and prove came from him. But he had his hands into lots of cookie jars. We may never know the total amount. Every Ponzi scheme needs some money to make it look like they have even more money. So where did the original money come from? Well, as it turns out, the prevailing theory is that it came from Congress. Kinda. See, the war in Ukraine was involved too. All of the Congress critters voted to send U.S. tax dollars, that's your money, to Ukraine because Putin bad or something. The most recent research shows that Ukraine didn't spend that money on weapons or training or other warlike endeavors. They invested it into FTX to try and make that money into more money, I guess. Once they deposited the money into FTX, Sam apparently thought that the company money was his to use as he pleased. So he gambled a little, he spread it around to his other companies, he loaned it out, and he donated it to Democrats. So immediately after the recent midterm elections, the company suddenly went bankrupt. Turns out that something like $500 million is just gone. The real number may be more, maybe less. It'll take forensic accountants a long time to unwind this mess. So don't quote me on the exact number. But it was a big number. And now that number is really close to $0. All accounts have been locked. Withdrawals have been halted. If you had any money in FTX, you're basically liquidated. I wouldn't hold my breath waiting to be rescued. The money was already spent and the election is over. The election was real, and the results are going to stick. That's what you get when it's properly funded. So all of the Congress critters, Democrats and Republicans, voted to give your money away to Ukraine, which sent the money back to FTX, which sent the money to Democrats, as I understand it. See, what I've been saying for months, sending money to Ukraine was a scam. I just never imagined it would be like this. I didn't know it would be this bad. Keep in mind, for disclosure, this is early reporting. This story may change. It might get better. It might get worse. We'll have to see. But it's unfolding now, and these are the current details that appear to be most accurate. So Sam is now hiding in a luxury resort in the Caribbean, trying to find a way not to spend the rest of his life in prison for fraud. But if you commit fraud and it benefits a certain group of people, it's not very likely the investigation will be rigorous. Either he gets away with it, or Sam Bankman-Fried did not kill himself. Keep your eyes on the headlines. This story is just getting started. I personally think this will be the start of a crash that's way bigger than Lehman in 2008. FTX has 130 affiliate companies under its umbrella. The company listed between $10 and $50 billion in assets and liabilities, spread among 100,000 creditors. Prepare accordingly. This winter is going to be pretty rough. All right, do me a quick favor. Just sneak up on the like button and give it a little tap when it's not looking. Then come back later because I'm working on another video. Thanks.